Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been away and I have been saving a lot for you guys. Aww. First, hi. I don't know if you guys, okay, whatever. If you haven't seen it, come on, we got a mic. I didn't say it because I'm like a nice person, but come on. So I hope you're doing great. Today's story is 23 female. I'm days away from giving birth, and my 37 male boyfriend just decided to tell me, first off, I cannot finish the sentence without doing the math, because you yourself, you're doing the math. You know that it's mathing in our brains. That's more than 10 years difference. More like, okay, 30, 23, 3. Come on. So it's 10, 14 years difference, almost 15 years. So I, 23 female, I'm days away from giving birth, and my 37 male boyfriend just decided to tell me that he can't be at the birth because he's married.
Come on, man.
Okay, so let's just see what happened. So first off, I know the age gap probably should have been a red flag, but I was stupid. The fact that she admits to it, kudos to her, because I was already like, yeah, it is a red flag. You all saw it. Don't even pretend. Now, we've been together for 2 years, but he lives in a different city. I always knew that men could have like 2 whole families, especially because they don't get pregnant for 9 months, where you can see the baby like growing. So when I got pregnant, he said he was going to move to my city and we would move in together. He just needed to finalize some things with his ex-wife. So I kind of knew that she was in the picture. He told me he was divorced when we met, and I never had any reason to question it. Or like FBI searching? I don't know.
Me neither.
I knew that he had 2 kids with her as well. He told me the truth about that, just not that he wasn't divorced or even separated.
Come on now, dog.
So fast forward, I'm 39 weeks and he suddenly got uncommunicative, which is less than ideal when you're literally about to give birth. Bear in mind that he was supposed to have been fully moved in here a month ago. Blame COVID. So this post first off is happening in 2020. Today I found out I am going to be induced on Monday unless the baby decides to come out over the weekend. So I contacted him and I was like, okay, what's going on? And that's when he told me that he isn't actually separated or divorced. Bruh. He never told his wife about anything, and now he felt like he was backed into a corner. I wonder who backed him there.
I don't know. I just got here.
I don't feel sorry for him for that, because that's his own fault, obviously. But obviously, literally 4 days before giving birth isn't the time you want to get this news. And I have no idea what to do now. Tell him to F off, obviously, but what else? I feel like, I can take care of the baby, but I was preparing to have a partner to take care of it with me, you know. And it absolutely makes sense, because he didn't even have this conversation with her like earlier. And I'm not sure I'm going to be in this baby's life. He was like, what was he thinking? Like, yeah, I cannot picture a world where he was like, was he planning to leave the wife like soft, giving her, I don't know, like there's no scenario where this is okay.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what I'm asking for in terms of advice, but any advice for moving forward and handling this is appreciated. So there are a few comments. The first person said, lawyer the F up, get DNA test, make sure he pays you what he owes you. This is horrible and I am so sorry he did this crap. He had no right. And they're asking her if she has anyone like in the city to be there with her when she actually, has the kid, since the father is MIA. So Opie responds to that comment and says, I'm going to try to contact a doula organization like someone in this thread suggested. My mom can't be here because she's out of state thanks to COVID. I was dumb enough to think that he would be there. Well, which makes sense. It is supposed to be her partner. Another comment says, oh man, every negative belief I have about relationships with large age gaps gets confirmed once again. And I respond to what to do other than getting child support from him. There's not much else you can do. Do you really want this guy in your life any more than absolutely necessary? Which makes sense, because he's already identified himself as a POS, so she doesn't really need him. And she responds to that, yeah, it's not a good choice. I wish I could go back and tell my naive self to run away. I wish I could zap him out of my life at all, but all of that. So another person comments to say, this is a horrible situation. Did you never go to his place of residence? How could he hide something like this from you for 2 years?
Exactly.
You never asked to meet his kids once it got serious. Hopefully you stick it to him. Make him take responsibility, even if it's just financially, which, I mean, it will make sense for him to have to take responsibility financially, but other than that, probably never have to see him again. So Opie responds to that by saying he had an apartment. This man, he really planned it.
Huh?
He had an apartment. I got this feeling that I wasn't the first person he tried this on. Told me his ex-wife had full custody, blah 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 blah. Typical shady story I should have seen through. He was, well, like, there's people whose ex-wives have like full custody, so it's not really that rare. So it might have been hard to see through it, but I don't know. I feel like anybody that you're dating has to be properly investigated by the FBI. Anyone. And if someone had done some digging, they would have been able to find out, like, come up with all of this information. You just need to do the digging to be safe. I just feel like that's like standard procedure. Now, he was really good at making it all sound realistic. He came to my city for work frequently, so a lot of the time we were here, but he really had all his bases covered, which would make sense. And another comment says, so again, you never met his children. If a man has children but never has them, then there's something wrong, which is true. Right?
Wait a minute.
Right. She responds by saying, yep, I never once met them. I realize how this is something I should have seen as a red flag, but given that they're in another state with their mom, it's going to take a lot of organization to be like, okay, this is my girlfriend, this is my partner, I would like you to meet my kids, and actually travel to that state to go to the other city to meet the kids. So I can see how 2 years can go by without all of that organization being made and being done. I think I'm a pretty smart person, but let me tell you, this has made me feel like a huge idiot. So it's just different people asking her about it. So her first edit says, thank you all. It seems like getting legal help is priority. I'm in shock right now. Like, I almost feel dumb, but I really appreciate everyone here for your help. I was really happy and looking forward to the baby, and I just feel really sad right now. So I need to take a breather. Everything is ready for the baby and I'm still excited to meet them, but Jesus, which is totally understandable given that she had all of this life planned out with him, just to be like, yeah, you're gonna be living the life but without me. So it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Her second edit says, in addition to all kinds of weird comments, I'm getting all kinds of weird PMs. So I think I need to just take a deep breath, walk away, mindlessly binge watch something stupid for a while, and cry myself off tonight. I called around to a few family lawyers in my area, and the advice I got from posting here has been absolutely brilliant. But I'm running out of steam to deal with anything else that's happening here, so I'm just going to check out. And I can imagine how hard that would be for someone who's literally about to have a baby in like 4 days. So that must have been hell.
Absolutely.
I'm going to leave the legal business to the lawyers, pray that he didn't give me false information and I can actually find him, and try to remember how much I was looking forward to being a mom. That's what I was gonna say before all of this happened. I don't really care if people think it's fake or whatever, because I gained exactly nothing aside from advice that I needed from making this post, and I gained exactly nothing from arguing. True, probably she had comments saying that all of this was not real. To everyone who shared their stories with me, thank you so much. You feel like the dumbest effing person in the world when this happens to you, and knowing it happens to people all the time is a weird comfort, even when you wouldn't wish it on anyone. At least you're like, yeah, I wasn't alone. Or, I mean, there's others as smart as I am. Now, I don't think of myself as a trashy or generally stupid person, just a person who was blindsided by love and naivety and has learned a really hard lesson, a really hard way. I doubt anything of monumental concern would happen between now and Monday's induction, but once baby is here, I will try to come back and let people know what's happening. So a week later, she comes with an update. So first things first, I had my healthy baby girl on Monday evening, which is awesome. Now, we were discharged shortly after birth due to COVID, so I have been just trying to adjust to everything. Her birth was a dream and I never want to do it again. Second, I talked to his wife for over an hour yesterday. I guess he decided to tell her. She wasn't mad at me, thank God. She'd had her suspicions but was trying to trust her husband, which I understand. She was so nice. Honestly, and even though she isn't angry at me, I still feel bad because she's a nice lady. She wanted to make sure I was doing okay and that, oh, this is so sweet. An actual woman that understands that this person just gave birth to a baby and her husband is the POS. She wanted to make sure I was doing okay and that I didn't need anything, which made me cry because postpartum hormones are whack. She's getting a divorce from him. She's getting a divorce from him. Good for her, to be honest. We plan to meet up and talk shit about it once the virus is over. I have a lawyer and he will establish custody and child support legally as soon as possible. He hasn't bothered to contact me at all, but I don't particularly care, which is like insane because you just had the man's baby. Just disgusting. Also, I'm all set with everything the baby needs, with things being as they are. Consider donating. So this is OP now talking to like those of us that are reading. So consider donating to local diaper or formula bank and save your money for awards. She wants people to save their money for awards for this post to donate to help babies and mamas who don't have the resources I do. Can you imagine?
No.
Like this last part makes me, it just dawns on me that what if she did not have a job? She would be, what's a word? I'm looking for a good word for it. She'd be categorically screwed in the fact that dude hasn't even tried to contact her like, hey, are you okay? Are you alive? How is the baby? How did the baby we were planning to take care of arrive this earth? He does not give two F's about her. So imagine if she did not have her own coin to take care of herself in times like these. It is just insane. But let me know what you think in the comments and what would you do? At this point, I feel like all that she can do is like get child support from him, which is okay. And low-key, it's a good thing that this happened because she got to get rid of the trash that she had in her life. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.